Archie abused Queen until death. Meg goes pale as Richard K. leak her bullying emails and texts in court. What's happening right now in the British media is what I thought would happen 2 weeks ago, right after the Sunday Times reported on the buried inquiry into the Duchess of Sussex bullying staff at Kensington Palace. Instead, the Daily Mail and other outlets were curiously silent for about 10 days. Almost as if they buried their unhinged stories until it was more convenient for Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace. Now it's more convenient, with the Windsors actively trying to distract from how excessive they are, how expensive they are to maintain, and how little the British public gets in return. Bibbidi-bobbidi-boo, suddenly the Mail has tons of coverage about Meghan, the fake actor bullying story, and how it's Meghan's fault that the palace won't release their report. First up, Dan Wootton wrote a very special, unhinged screed about how Meghan clearly demanded that the palace bury the bullying inquiry to protect her future presidential run here in America. ISHTU not. Wootton quotes a courtier, who told him in 2019 that there was a belief within the palace that Meghan wanted to run for office because she is obsessed with US politics. Wootton is now convinced of the same thing, and he believes that Meghan's eventual political campaign is why the palace decided to bury the bullying inquiry and not release the report. Wootton calls on the palace to release the findings even though he fears senior royals have put family relations ahead of what's morally right by keeping the report forever secret and refusing to even detail what processes and policies have changed as a result of the complaints against Meghan. Wootton also accuses Meghan of emasculating Harry because she spoke about how Harry is a feminist. So, clearly, marching orders were handed out. Not just to Wootton, but to Richard Kay and Rebecca English as well. Given that Clarence House was openly briefing about Prince Charles spending time with Archie and Lilibet, and given Buckingham Palace's express wish to dial down the Sussex drama, we're left with one royal court, Kensington Palace. KP cannot let it go. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge cannot let it go. Their staff cannot let it go. Their media handlers at the Daily Mail cannot let it go. It's also pretty clear that William, Kate and their staffers don't even understand that they're the ones being protected here, not Meghan. Regarding the Richard Kay piece, you can read it here if you want. He just repeats all of last year's reporting around the bullying accusations, refuses to acknowledge the fact that KP staffers rescinded their claims, and adds one new piece of information to the drama. Before Harry married Meghan, he used to make coffee for KP staffers. When he married Meghan, he stopped. Seriously, imagine going to the Daily Mail and whining about that. My God. In other news, Prince Harry, who made a brief appearance in his wife's first episode of Archetypes with guest Serena Williams, is struggling as his wife Meghan Markle takes on more work, according to author and historian Dr. Tessa Dunlop. Speaking to Palace Confidential, Ms. Dunlop said, "I think Harry's struggling with it. Poor old Harry. Who is front of the cut? It's Meghan. Who is hosting the podcast? It's Meghan. Where's Harry? I feel sorry for Harry. He's like the in-between guy. Meghan is off there in the fast lane." It comes when the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are back in the UK this week for the first time since returning for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Harry and Meghan will appear at events in London and Manchester before jetting off to Germany to mark the one-year countdown to the Invictus Games. It is not known if they will visit the Queen in Balmoral, but it is thought unlikely as the couple have arrived without their children Archie and Lily on the working trip.